Uh, Welcome back. As I said in the previous video, the two discussions that are remaining, very small discussion, is one on lichen or lichen as you want to call it, and viruses, right? I know viruses आजकल तो सुन के ही बहुत डर लगता है. Okay. Now lichen. We had have a mention of lichen in our previous discussions when we discussed algae, right? Lichen are they are combinations of algae and fungi, right? So थोड़ा discussion तो अपना हुआ था पहले. Let's have a close look. Lichen are slow growing, long living organisms. You can have a wide variety of places where they can occur. But the important thing about lichen is that they are formed by very close association, right, of two components. One is algae, the other is fungus. Now the algal component is called as a phycobiont and the fungal part is called as the mycobiont. I have made a mention in one of my earlier lectures. Myco का मतलब होता है fungus. Myco का मतलब होता है fungus. I think so पहले आया था अपना association between roots and fungus, mycorrhiza, right ना, myco. Okay, so myco का मतलब होता है fungus. So mycobiont and phycobiont. Now the algae could either be a chlorophyce, green algae, or it could be a cyanobacteria also, blue-green algae, some of the varieties. But the fungus could be an ascomycetes, basidiomycetes, or a deutero, but never a phycomycetes, right? Now, no, the lower fungi, only the three fungi. The lichen, they grow on tree trunks, decaying logs and on soil too, but you'll find majority of them on tree trunks. Found in extreme climatic conditions such as on dry exposed rocks. Sensitive to air pollution. Very, very important point about a lichen. So you will never find lichen growing in populated areas, right? Human population and pollution, they go together hand in hand. So जहाँ पर pollution होगा वहाँ पर lichen नहीं होगा. हाँ, अगर ट्री ट्रंक पे lichen है और वो एरिया में pollution बढ़ेगा तो इट इज सेंसिटिव टू एयर पोल्यूशन, स्पेशली सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड, देखो लिखा हुआ यहाँ पे. तो उसके वजह से द लाइकन विल स्टार्ट फॉलिंग ऑफ. द लाइकन विल स्टार्ट फॉलिंग ऑफ. They are thalloid, right? Now again, thallus like structure, no root, no stem, no leaf. Some lichen have additional pigments like yellow, orange, brown, black, right? Now how are lichen classified? Now lichen can be classified on टू फ्रंट्स. ये सब कुछ एनसीईआरटी में नहीं दिया हुआ, ये थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा है प्लीज़. लाइकन पे बहुत ही छोटा पैराग्राफ है. ये सारा डिस्कशन आपको मिलेगा नोट्स में. बेस्ड ऑन द फंगल कंपोनेंट, ऑब्वियसली एस्कोमाइसीट्स अगर फंगस है तो इट विल बी एस्कोलाइकन, अकॉर्डिंगली इट विल बी बसीडियोलाइकन और इट कैन बी अ ड्यूटेरोलाइकन. बेस्ड ऑन एक्सटर्नल फॉर्म, राइट ना, एक्सटर्नली कैसे दिखता है वो. So we have crustose, foliose and fruticose. They look like this. So crustose, thin, flat, right? They occur like crust on rocks. Foliose, leafy lichens attached to substratum. ये देखो green leaf-like. And fruticose is shrub-like. थोड़े से बड़े रहेंगे, but these are commonly called shrubby lichens. ठीक है ना? And their respective examples also have been mentioned. Again, I'm telling you, this is not a part of the NCERT. So generally, you will not find these questions. Maybe कोई बाहर का question NTGREM पे होगा, तो you will find this discussion a little useful. Right now, again, whatever is not a part of the NCERT, right now, उसको हमेशा last में रखना. उसको हमेशा last में रखना. Right? NCERT पे you have to focus more. That's why always make it a point to specify that कौन सा part NCERT में है, कौन सा part NCERT में नहीं है. So that when you are reading, you have a very clear cut idea, right? Okay. Economic importance of lichen, uses of lichen across industries, you know, food industry or fodder or medicines or industrial applications, right? You can make a note from here accordingly. मैं classify कर दिया है इसको यहाँ पर. This is something which is very important, ecological importance of lichen. Now lichen इफ़ यू रिमेंबर, हम लोग ने ब्रायोफाइटा में मॉस किया था, राइट? तभी मैंने वहाँ पर एक डिस्कशन लाया था जिसका नाम था प्राइमरी सक्सेशन, राइट? वहाँ पे बोला था कि मॉस अलोंग विथ लाइकन आर द पायनियर्स ऑफ वेजिटेशन. वहाँ पर भी था मॉस अलोंग विथ लाइकन. सो लाइकन्स आर पायनियर्स ऑफ वेजिटेशन ऑन रॉक्स, राइट? प्राइमरी सक्सेशन का जो डिस्कशन है ना, वो अपने को आएगा इकोलॉजी में, राइट? मे बी 1.5 month later down the line, we will start with the entire unit of ecology. That is the time we will have primary succession ka discussion, right? So primary succession is a process of development of a community right from scratch, right? Where nothing is available, barren rocks are there. तो रॉक के ऊपर सबसे पहले लाइकन डेवलप होगा, राइट? अब लाइकन और मॉस दोनों में से एसिड सिक्रीट होगा और ये एसिड विल ब्रिंग अबाउट द ब्रेकिंग डाउन ऑफ रॉक्स, राइट ना, जिसको हम लोग पीडोजेनेसिस बोलते हैं. उससे वेदरिंग होगा रॉक्स का, उससे सॉइल बनेगा. अब दैट विल टेक थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ईयर्स एंड दिस सॉइल विल गिव राइज टू वेजिटेशन एंड द कम्युनिटी विल डेवलप. सो इकोलॉजिकल इंपॉर्टेंस बहुत है लाइकन का, राइट, एज फार एज डेवलपमेंट ऑफ vegetation is concerned, right? And obviously sensitivity to pollution. So wherever lichens start falling down is an indicator that pollution is very high. So again, the second ecological importance of lichen. Okay, so ecological importance जहाँ पे moss हमने किया था वो भी important था और यहाँ पर भी ecological importance is yeah, ठीक है. So this is about lichen. Now coming to the second part, which are viruses. Right, obviously discussion of viruses is more in the newspapers and the television news rather than what I can tell you now. But what I am going to discuss here is only about what is there in the NCERT and not what is appearing in the papers. Viruses are acellular, right? They don't have any cell ka structure. Highly infectious microorganisms, I don't need to highlight that, which show characteristics of living as well as non-living, right? Now that's why we're not able to decide, इसलिए अभी तक वो 6 kingdom classification हम लोग ने किया नहीं है. Now these were the 4 gentlemen, Louis Pasteur, D.J. Ivanovsky, M.W. Biranek and W.M. Stanley, who have worked on viruses, and respectively the name virus was given by Pasteur. Now there is a slight anomaly, the word Pasteur is missing in the new version of the NCERT and you can very clearly see that वहाँ पर वो एक नाम missing है. Ivanovsky, he discovered the TMV, the tobacco mosaic virus within the tobacco plant, whereas M.W. Biranek, he demonstrated that extract of infected plants could cause infection in healthy plants, right? Now, so when he transferred some fluid from the infected to the healthy plant, the disease was getting transferred. And Stanley crystallized viruses, right? Now, so ये generally comes with the match the column, 4 scientists and their works. Viruses are obligatory parasites. देखो यहाँ पे एक statement दिया हुआ है, थोड़ा सा उसमें ऐड अगर करेंगे, दे आर ऑब्लिगेटरी इंट्रासेल्युलर पैरासाइट्स. दे आर ऑब्लिगेटरी इंट्रासेल्युलर पैरासाइट्स. नाउ व्हेन यू से ऑब्लिगेटरी, दैट मीन्स दे डोंट हैव दिस ओनली ऑप्शन फॉर देम. Intracellular means that means they can act as a parasite only when they are inside the cell. So outside the cell they don't know what to do. But once they are inside the cell of an organism, they can utilize the metabolic machinery of the organism. जो host है उसका enzymes use करके अपना खुद का reproduction करना. Right? So this is how they are obligatory intracellular parasites. They don't have any metabolic machinery of their own. Right? उनके पास सिर्फ एक न्यूक्लिक एसिड रहेगा बस, या तो RNA या DNA, डिपेंडिंग ऑन विच काइंड ऑफ अ वायरस इट इज, राइट? और कुछ भी नहीं उन लोग के पास. एक प्रोटीन कोट है और अंदर एक न्यूक्लिक एसिड है बस. तो जो कुछ भी उनको यूज करना है, राइबोसोम्स है, एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम है, एंजाइम्स है, लाइसोसोम है, कुछ भी, वो होस्ट का यूज करेगा, लेकिन कब? बाहर रह के नहीं, अंदर जाके. सो एंटरिंग द होस्ट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर देम. So either you could have viruses which infect animals, or viruses which infect plants, or you could have also viruses infecting the bacteria, which are called bacteriophages. So viruses, they have a very simple structure, right? Please unke simple structure pe mat jana, but they can be very dangerous. So they have a nucleic acid core. So ये उनके सेंटर पे न्यूक्लिक एसिड्स है, सराउंडेड बाय अ प्रोटीन कोट. ये जो सराउंडिंग ग्रीन पार्ट यू कैन सी, दिस इज नथिंग बट द प्रोटीन, राइट? द प्रोटीन कोट इज देयर, एंड दिस प्रोटीन कोट, राइट, इज कॉल्ड कैप्सिड. सो collectively you say it's a nucleocapsid, nucleic acid plus capsid, okay? And the smaller protein subunits are capsomeres. So either you can have a DNA or a RNA, but never both together, right? They can be crystallized, as we saw that Stanley had crystallized it. Outside the body, they don't show any activity. They are like non-living. They utilize the ribosomes, enzyme of the host cell, for synthesis of protein during reproduction. Viruses exhibit mutations, right? Now, lot of mutants are available now. Viruses are host specific, very important. Viruses are host specific. They attack cells of specific systems only, right? For example, if you say the influenza virus will attack only the respiratory system. Measles virus, measles is caused by virus, it will attack only the skin ka cells, right? Polio virus, the polio virus will attack only cells of the nervous system. Or you can have the HIV virus to attack only the CD4 lymphocytes, the helper cells, right? So they are host specific. So you can have the tobacco mosaic virus as an example, or adenovirus. This is an influenza virus. This is a bacteria. I told you 3 types of viruses: plant viruses, animal viruses, and bacteriophages. यहाँ पर important is इनका symmetry या फिर उनका shape. The plant viruses usually are a single stranded RNA or a double stranded RNA, but only RNA. Animal viruses can be a RNA or DNA, but DNA can be double stranded. RNA दोनों हो सकता है. And bacteriophages are only DNA, which is double stranded. So ये सबसे important differentiating point है कि कौन से टाइप का न्यूक्लिक एसिड कौन से टाइप के वायरस में होगा. Now, there were some structures discovered which are smaller than viruses, which were called viroids, यानी virus जैसे, right? Amongst them, उसमें क्या होती है? उसमें बाहर का protein coat is not there, सिर्फ अंदर RNA is there, right? This is the RNA which is present, right? Now, so the first viroid discovered was a potato spindle tuber virus. It's called PSTV. Only 359 nucleotides, ठीक है? 10 times less genetic material than the smallest known virus. Right? That's why it's more smaller than a virus. It's called as a viroid. And these are the diseases which are linked to viroids. Some other infectious material called prions have been discovered now. Now, prions are similar in size to viruses, but highly infectious, and they cause diseases with respect to central nervous system. Right? So, it's called as bovine spongiform encephalopathy. BSE bolte, like mad cow disease in the cattle, और उसका ही same form in humans is called as CR Jacob disease. It's not called as Jacob, it's called as Jakob. It's Creutzfeldt-Jakob, right? Now, and it starts with a K, but यहाँ पे for some reason they mentioned CR, right? It's caused the Creutzfeldt-Jakob. The J is spelled as Y in humans, and again it is affecting the nervous system itself. Right? So second part में what we have discussed are lichens, viruses, viroids, and prions. Right? So that's it as far as the chapter is concerned. We've wound up the chapter, and hopefully in the next session we can start a different chapter. Thank you all. Thank you so much.